Okay, people, today we're in the mall on Sammy Pandemo. We are going to be going around asking people what questions they have about South Korea. I'm sorry, I'm not using the mic. Let me say that one more time. Okay, just to reiterate, in case this wasn't clear enough already, I got some peeps over in South Korea, and I'm going to ask people around this mall to see what kind of questions they would have possibly about South Korea. Do you have any questions about South Korea?
Good afternoon, sir. I'll ask what you're filming for.
For YouTube?
Unfortunately, I am going to have to ask you guys to stop until you have permission from all management. You can definitely come by in Monday morning.
Okay.
Get that sorted out.
Okay. Sounds good. So I gotta go where at, you said?
Mall office actually right where the restrooms are.
Oh, okay. Okay, roger that. Sounds good. Thank you.
I'll leave you guys to
Damn, that ended quick. So now we're back on base. I'm about to ask some people at this little like low-key get-together. I'm gonna see what kind of questions they would have about the country of South Korea that I can ask my peeps that are actually there. Okay, let's do this thing. We are at a little get-together thing right now, and now I'm going to ask some people and see what they think. Can I ask you, Chapman? Okay, this is a coworker from work. Super chill, dude.
My question is very basic. It's not racist. I just want to know, like, what's the most common household food? Like, you go somewhere in the South, mac and cheese, greens, blah,
So
blah,
you're trying to
cornbread.
find out if they actually eat like rice and shit, or like if they eat like other stuff.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Y'all were thinking it. Everyone was thinking it.
I wasn't thinking that shit.
So, I don't understand the weeaboo-ness of South Korea.
The weeaboo-ness.
Yes. To be honest, I don't know, like, what their religions are there.
As Americans in Korea, how do you compare the food versus the United States? Because a lot of people who go overseas, they say the food has a lot less seasoning in it, but it's a lot more complex.
I would like to ask, I heard your pools are stellar and top-notch 5-star pools, and I heard your spas are leading in the world. But yeah, I would like to know how the spa experience and how the pampering life is in Korea, because I heard they are very keen on skincare, and I have never seen a Korean look their age. And they smoke like chimneys. Do they smoke as much as they do here? Tell me.
But what do you ponder about over there?
About South Korea?
Yeah.
Well, for one, how hard is it to miss your lady back home because they can't go to South Korea? My other question would be, like to try some of the food.
Would you like? You got one?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So, how are the out there?
Dude, a lot of people want to know. A lot of people want to know. We're gonna find out. Thank you. Thank you.
Alright, so given whenever you go downtown, you're probably not you stand out a little bit. So what would you say is like the weirdest looks that you've gotten? Like, does everyone look at you weird, or what do they think about, a white Caucasian or just a white male just walking through like downtown? They're like looking at you weird and stuff. So my question is just like, how do you deal with that?
Yeah, sweet. Thank you. No problem.
All right, so my question is, I had read somewhere that the South Korean military will play loud K-pop music on speakers, like right at the border, just to spy North Korea.
Like on the DMZ, right? Something like that?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, that's what I've heard. I just want to know if that's true.
So do they actually play K-pop to like annoy North Korea?
Yeah, like they have like large speakers and they like blare it.
That would be hilarious if they did. I honestly want to know myself. Thank you. Okay, guys. Now that I have asked these questions to the people, I figured out what the people want to know about the grand and mystical country of South Korea. I'm going to FaceTime my colleagues over in the country, over in South Korea, and I'm going to figure out what exactly the answers to these very, well, let's be honest, controversial questions. I don't think I said that word right, but we're gonna find out what the answers are. So let's go do that. So yeah, you want, yeah, okay. So Stewie, you're in South Korea now.
I am in South Korea. It's daytime. It's nighttime for you, right?
It is. It is nighttime for me.
Well, just to prove that it's daytime, right?
No, those are LEDs.
Not LEDs. Trust.
Yeah, you're 13 hours ahead. Tuesday for me, Wednesday for you. You are kind of like a time traveler.
Oh, I am. I'm in the future. Here, do you need some more proof from Korea? I got first page Bing. All I'm getting is squares and circles.
Well, that's useful, isn't it? Now you can read that now, right?
No.
This is gonna go on Sammy Pandema, bro.
Okay.
Okay.
Famous.
You are famous. 195 people will see this.
I can get you thousands of subscribers.
Thank you, bro. I need that shit. It's about time.
I know, that's why I offer.
Price, welcome to Sammy Pandema.
Oh, hello. Thanks for having me.
Oh, dude, no problem. Everybody, this is Price. This is so weird. What a weird format.
Yeah, it's okay. You're like huge on my screen. Like you're like right like all of your pores, which is kind of funny.
I do have horrible blackheads, but so my first question for South Korea is, what is the most common household food? Is what someone wanted to know.
Rice is a big thing out here. From what I gathered, like every place you go to, they've got rice on the menu. Right? I don't know about like say like what they eat at home. I'm not watching them through their windows, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, like when it comes to like like families and shit out here, I have no clue. But like all the restaurants on the set, it's very Americanized right off base.
Okay.
Right? Yes, they're Korean stuff, but it's mostly American. All you hear is trap music the entire time you're on the set. I'm not kidding either. It's like some fucking like Mobamba's out there. You got some Emily.
I love Mobamba.
I do too. Mobamba. Ooh.
How would you compare South Korean food to American food?
So much better.
Really?
It's fresh. It tastes. You can taste the freshness, at least with like the meats and stuff, with the Korean barbecue.
So this is just like restaurants, you're saying, or?
Yeah.
Common household. I honestly don't know. I know that you eat Korean barbecue a lot.
Yeah.
So does everybody in the country.
Okay.
But I don't know. Probably like rice. That's it. You got rice. You got weird Korean candy.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Common household food.
Yeah.
Probably like rice or something, dude. Okay, and that probably like comes off wrong, but like there's a lot of So the first food that I had here in Korea was called bibimbap. I don't know if I pronounced that right, but it's basically like a bowl of like it's got rice, shredded cucumber, it's got a little bit of meat, it's got like I don't know, and then there's just like an egg right in the middle of it.
That sounds good.
Like, so yeah, it doesn't it, and it was actually absolutely fantastic. Now anything that has to do with like mixing in vegetables and stuff like rice-based stuff, that is pretty much what you're gonna find everywhere that you go.
And then what's the other thing? Isn't it like you don't tip or something like that, or?
Yeah, so if you tip, it's a sign of disrespect, meaning like, hey, like, well, I don't really know how to tip because it's like, hey, you should look for a better job because you're not getting paid enough because of what you're doing.
Okay.
Yeah, like what you're doing is not good enough, so here's some extra money, kind of thing, which is kind of weird.
I know it's interesting, bro, because that is definitely not how people look at it here. Well, okay. So another question I have is, do you know what the most common religion is? Is there like a religion that pops up the most, or? Huh?
Baptism.
Baptism? Like Catholic, like?
No, like Christian Baptists.
Oh.
Like Alabama Baptist type shit.
Alabama, okay.
So a lot of Koreans are actually Baptist. There's a lot of Baptist churches out here. Obviously, Buddhism is a big thing out here too.
Yeah.
And all that good stuff, but it's mostly Baptist. There's a lot of Baptist.
That's pretty cool. My next question is, what do you find is the most common religion out in South Korea?
Christianity and Buddhism.
Okay.
By far, Christianity. Like, people will stand out on the street and you fucking flyers.
South Korean people, or just like, really? That's honestly kind of interesting. Stewie was saying the same thing, and that is not what I would have guessed.
Yeah, and it's in English too, which makes no fucking sense.
Yeah. Huh. Next question is, what is the most common practiced religion out there?
Oh god. So they don't have like I don't know. Like, to be honest, like I have no idea down to like the tea, which is the most practiced. I see a lot of Buddhism, which is pretty cool, but for the most part, like I also see a lot more like just, I don't want to say regular because that sounds racist, but like more so just like regular Christianity, I guess.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool because like you'll be walking around, you look on the wall, and there's just a freaking swastika on the wall. It's kind of cool, but like the way that it's rotated is like straight up and down. So that's how you know.
Oh, you're talking about the Buddhist.
Yeah, the symbol for peace. Except not.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I was thrown off for a second there. I was like, "What do you mean? It's kind of cool, bro."
Yeah, dude. Go to Korea. There's swastika there. I promise. It's a symbol of peace.
It's funny. I see that down in Georgia too, but I don't think it's Buddhism.
but it's tilted slightly to the left. So it's not good.
Yeah. No, not at all. Okay, so for the next question, they also said, is it true that a lot of South Korean people smoke out there?
Yes.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah, like way more than you'd find in America, right?
So they're completely fine with smoking out in public.
Yeah.
You'll see a Korean man with a cigarette just chilling outside in front of a store, like right in front of a store.
Right.
Like it's not looked badly. Like if you look at a lot of foreign countries, they don't look at smoking as like an awful thing.
Right.
Right.
My next question, Lo, for you is: do you find that a lot of South Korean people smoke, like more than they do that you would find in the U.S.? Huh?
I smoke with them. they will offer you cigarettes without you asking. I can't turn down.
You get a silly cig with them, huh?
Yeah, most weekends.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious, bro. That is not.
They're really long and they're skinny, like really skinny.
Okay.
They kind of taste like.
They taste like what?
Shit. Like human shit.
Oh, they taste like chips.
No shit.
Oh shit.
I said it's a Korean thing. The air smells like shit too.
Well, I know that's what I was also asking Stewie is like, how's the yellow dust and all that stuff?
The yellow dust actually isn't too bad, but there's just random occurrences where you'll walk outside and you'll take a deep breath in and it actually smells like human feces.
Yeah. Are you really good at chopsticks now?
Yeah, you have to be because first day in Korea, I went out for a Korean barbecue or whatever, and it was the worst experience of my life. I ended up eating with my hands, which was ended up eating with my hands, which is like extremely disrespectful or whatever. But like you have
just like take the bowl up and eat it like a dog or something.
That's literally like all I did. And my shift mates that like took me out for it or whatever, like they still make fun of me to this day. Like, the first day you're in Korea, dude, you were just manhandling this food. And like it was horrible, absolutely horrible. But yeah, you learn really quick because that's the only like utensils that they give you.
Yeah.
And so it's I don't know, it's good stuff. Like you just gotta learn it. I'm amazing with chopsticks now.
Hell yeah.
Didn't think that'd be the point in my life, but here I am.
Yeah, the Air Force has brought you far.
Exactly, dude. Like that's some good experience.
So I guess my question is then, when you go further out, right? Like you go to Osan or you go to Seoul, do you ever get like some weird looks from like?
So I will have to say, all right. So when we went to Seoul, right? It was like 2 a.m. or whatever. We tried getting taxis.
Uh-huh. No
taxi out for us. They had the light on. They'd still drive past us. I had one that I was like, I kind of like stood in the street a little bit. I was like, hey, waving at him.
Uh-huh.
And he pulled up, slowed down, and then went forward, completely skipped me. And then this old Korean man, and then he stopped for the Korean man and let him in.
Yeah.
There's a little picture on the taxis, so they're a little racist. The ones off base aren't.
Maybe they had like a bad experience or something though, or.
Probably. That's probably what happened. Is some military fucker decided to be an asshole the entire time, so they're not going to pick up anymore.
Right.
But Uber is out here as well. They got a different app. It's like a Korean version of the Uber app.
Okay.
But they'll pick you up. Mm-hmm. You got to order, pay for them already.
Well, okay. So something I was going to ask that I kind of forgot to ask Stewie. This one guy wanted to know what the women are like out in South Korea. Is there like a difference that you would say, or not really?
The Korean people, not even just the women, like the men too, they're all nice as fuck. They're the nicest people I've ever met, and it makes America look good.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just better, I don't know, just better, like, they're more generous or, like, nicer interaction and shit?
You go up to anyone on the street and say, "Annyeonghaseyo," and you'll be friends with them.
You say, you go to anyone in the street and say what?
"Annyeonghaseyo."
What the hell is that?
Oh.
Oh, look at you speaking Korean.
Just one word.
Hey, man, that's something.
Oh, here's the story, actually. It was one night after the club, me and Jelly, we came out, and our ears were ringing, and we had no clue where we were. It was like 7 in the morning, and he wants to go to this convenience store to get chips or something, I don't know, but I heard this dude playing Vienna on a radio. It was like some homeless dude.
Oh, okay.
And I knew the song, so I was singing it, and I was dancing to it, and we struck up a conversation. I sat down next to him, and he ended up giving me cheese, like sandwich cheese, to eat. Like, that's because he's homeless. It had blood on it.
Oh.
I didn't eat it, but it was worth telling.
It definitely is. That is worth telling. I mean, it's a nice gesture, though. It was like a South Korean guy?
No, he was from Africa, actually, from Kenya.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, I remember I asked him if it was like the map on Black Ops 2, and he didn't know what I was talking about.
That's funny. The few times you've been like downtown, do you like get looks for being white? Like, does it feel weird or whatever, or not really?
You definitely feel out of place. Everyone knows that you're in the military. And that's just because, like, I mean, yeah, I didn't shave today, but, you know, like, you got short hair, your face is shaved, like, they just know. Like, if you catch a smaller child's eye, they'll just stare at you, trying to understand what you are, and I think that's hilarious.
Look at that alien over there.
Yeah, this looks weird.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That's pretty much as far as like the whole getting looks thing goes. It's just like the tiny children, unless you do something stupid, and then they'll look at you like you're weird.
I only had one last question for you, Stewie. I was gonna ask, and you know, I'm not sure if you know about this or not, but at the DMZ, is it true that South Korea blasts K-pop to annoy North Korea?
I've heard that from many people here, so I would assume it's true.
I actually looked into it myself. I think it is. I'm pretty sure they actually do that.
I'm pretty sure some of the guys on shift were talking about it, like how they went when they first got here, and they do K-pop.
Bro, what the hell, man?
Yeah. It's pretty funny.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Really hilarious.
Well, Stewie, man, I gotta say thank you. Thanks for letting me call you and bug you with questions. It's been nice to catch up. I haven't seen that shit. Like swarms of bugs. You know what? I see a bunch of bats. I'll see bats flying around. But in terms of... Wow. Well, with that wonderful conclusion, Price, I want to say thank you for letting me interview you about South Korea, and I hope you keep exploring and keep finding cool stuff.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, one last question I have for you, Stewie, or...
Wow.